Hi guys, Vol here again. Yeah, sorry about the lack of War Machine and Horde's battle reports. Really slowed down with them these days and way behind on my backlog of games that I took photos of. You might remember some months ago I was at Beermachine and never posted the result of the final game, so here it is. It was a good one. I'm playing P-Sorsh for this one, and my opponent Andrew has got Durgan. That's the Rulik Warcaster the Mad Hammer that bombs you. Take a careful look at the top left side of the photograph. You can actually see that he's got a bottle of Hennessy behind that forest there, and a little glass. And boy, did Andrew get through a lot of Hennessy in this game. Now, quite importantly, this is Beermachine, so if you finish your drink, you're allowed to re-roll a failed dice roll or even a successful dice roll or whatever. So, interesting stuff. We're playing Incursion, and got the Doom Reavers Outriders going up the left with everybody else basically going for the right two flags. And plan really is to freeze the fuck out of them. Next photo, Andrew's list, very infantry heavy. He has got a driller and an avalancher, but he's got Alexia, Chiesi Assassins, Nest Hunters, all of the good stuff. So should be a tight game. Andrew, a good player. Next photo after that, as you can see, I've got the first turn here and just really moving up with the Doom Reavers quite aggressively and keeping the Outriders back so they don't have to take an abomination check from the Doom Reavers. Quite important. And everybody else sort of moving up towards the central position, really waiting for an opportunity to get Sorsh's feet working and the mortars raining down death on everybody else. So that's cool. And Yuri going up the right-hand side to get into the forest, of course, where he benefits from Tree Walker. Next image, my opponent takes his first turn but forgets about the Cossacks yet again because he's drunk. He's already played 3 other games, drinking through all of those. So here it is, the Chiesi move up and they shoot so many guys, basically shooting the Chiesi in the back, the ones that are close enough within the stealth range of course, and everybody else ripping into his solos and so forth, which is really cool. Chiesi just did so well in this little mini event if you can remember my previous bat reps. Next image, there's Andrew taking his first drink of this match to re-roll some sort of abominable failed dice roll that he picked up. But yeah, as you can see, he's got a lot left in the tank. Next image, an explosion here. I can't remember what the cause of this explosion was. It could have been primed on the Arisen or something similar to that. Maybe a mortar hit. Can't quite remember, but there was a lot of violence and destruction both sides throughout this game, so it could have been a lot of different things. Next image, as you can see here, Sorsh has moved out, feated, and then moved back, and that little counter that you can see in between the Great Bears and the Spriggan near that flag represents where Sorsha was when she feated, because it's a pulse, not an aura, so she came back to safety behind the boxes with Windrush and left everything frozen. So what happens there is that the mortars blow up just about everything in the middle. We've got Iris and Iona Holt ripping into the Nest Hunters and Yuri running into the forest here where you can engage them and benefit from Tree Walker, as we talked about. On the other side of the battlefield, the Grey Lord Outriders have caused some casualties, and Doom Reavers in the thick of it as well, and the Cossacks still haven't been dealt with, so looking pretty good after the feat turn. Next image, this is a view of the Grey Lord Outriders, one of them packed behind a building here, but the front two have got Winter's Chill cast on them by the rear guys, so that the tactic here is to move up with your front row of horses and spray, then light cav back. Of course, the 2 rear Outriders that didn't participate in the spraying get to pop the passive ability on the front rank of guys, so they will actually freeze anything that comes up to jam them. Next image, Alexia pulling back a whole lot more Risen. You can actually see some Retribution models representing Risen there because he's run out of models. And the Cossacks under retaliation there. But the Cossacks doing so well to hold up that corner. And because the flag on the right disappeared, he actually has to commit to the flag on the left-hand side of the battlefield. But he's got so few Chiesi left to do that thanks to the Cossacks. Next image, he sent his driller in there to kill one of the Great Bears, but the other guy's managing to tough so well that I should be able to take down his driller and return with my Spriggan and the remaining Great Bears, so that's looking pretty strong. The Doom Reavers have been cleaned up by the Risen, however. So next image, Spriggan indeed runs in here after being reduced. Well, Iana, Kiss of Lilith obviously boosts the damage rolls of the Spriggan, and Holt cracks into it, so that's one dead driller, and the Spriggan should be fine to deal with Avalanche later. Great Bear's still alive thanks to some amazing tough rolls, and obviously not knocked down since Kolsk is still there, and now hoeing into everything else. Yuri doing pretty well against the Nest Hunters in the meantime, so looking good. And next turn, Grey Lord Outriders moving in to ensure that my opponent doesn't pick anything up from the flag, spraying to death most of the Risen and remaining Chiesi. Lost a lot of the Cossacks at this point, but they've distracted his army so well, and Spriggan moving onto the flag to net me a control point. So 2 control points up at the stage, looking really good. Next photo, Risen moving in here to destroy the Outriders. Those ones that don't actually hit the Outriders here get frozen, but with primed on them, they're actually a lot better with the CMAs and managing to net some kills, so eventually losing a few Outriders at this point. Next image, Durgan, looking alright here. Funny thing about the Durgan situation is that my opponent's drunk here. He actually lets Durgan get killboxed here, not remaining within the killbox. So, in fact, I win the game because of his killboxing himself. But because we're having such a good time and because he's drinking, we basically continue the game just to see what happens. And I'm very much interested to see, what he can pull here with Durgan, especially since, Sorcerer's very killable under Durgan's feet, that is. Next photo, the Risen basically engaging the rest of the Outriders. Any of them that blow up obviously will blow up Outriders themselves, and the Cossacks are reduced to 1 remaining member. And following that, I've got Reinhold on the flag, which is really cool. So Reinhold can keep scoring, and the Spriggan moves over to destroy the Avalanche after yet again Kiss of Lilith going off from Ayana herself. Next photo after that, essentially Durgan moves up and goes for the assassination against Sorcerer, as it's his only way left of winning. Attacks needing a huge amount on 3 dice since she's behind the wall, and manages to get some kind of scatter hit on her and boosting it. The odds of Durgan killing Sorcerer are definitely lower than 50% here, but if you go to the next photo, Andrew basically takes 4 or 5 drinks, glasses of Hennessy. He just sculls them down and gets rerolls every single time and manages to destroy Sorcerer at the end of the game, thanks to the Beermachine rules. So, had a blast. Obviously, you can see the crowd in the background cheering for him, and we all had a good time. Andrew did as well. I don't know how he made it home after that, but look at him. That's the spirit of the Beermachine. Hope you guys enjoyed this battle report. Obviously, not a very standard steamroller matchup, but a lot of fun, and for those of you who haven't tried Beermachine before, you're missing out. Thanks, guys. We'll catch you later.